But if you get paid in euro, it's cheap. And packed with tourists, and I don't like this.
Yeah.
Even though we're all tourists, I know. Drastic.
Hi. Okay, where are you guys from?
We are from Austria.
Korea.
Three of us are from Austria. He's from Japan.
Japan. So you guys are dating, and this is like family.
Yes.
friends.
Sister, friend,
correct?
boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, how many times have you been in Japan? For
For me, third time,
third time.
because I also I've been to Japan for 1 semester studying at university in Aichi,
Aichi.
and for her it's the first time.
For me, it's the first time.
For me, it's actually the second time.
Second time.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Do you think that like the cost of living in Japan is expensive or like it's cheap or like it's like okay, same?
Okay, I have a good comparison because I used to live in a student dorm in Austria and also in a student dorm in Japan.
Oh.
So in Austria, I paid 540 euros for one room, and here I paid 160 euros. So the difference is quite big. So I would say the living cost is lower here, but only if you have maybe a European income. If we would get paid in yen, maybe it would not be that cheap. But if you get paid in euro, it's cheap.
Europe,
Like
dollars.
Austrian
Yes,
salary.
yes. But what can you say about Barcelona and Japan differences?
Yeah, I wanna ask.
The cost of living in Barcelona is mostly the same in Tokyo.
Oh, same as Tokyo.
But
Really?
yeah. But the rent of apartment is very high,
Yeah.
extremely high. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, you can't live alone in a apartment. You have to share with some people. Yeah.
I used to live in Australia, but it's like that. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, it's
Australia is
very expensive though.
Yeah.
Australia is expensive.
There's no way I can live in like my own room. So
Yeah.
living in cost like rent is I think pretty cheap here in
Yes.
Japan.
I think so
Even
too.
if it's Tokyo.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah.
were there anything like oh I wish Japan have this kind of thing? Like your country have it, but Japan don't have it.
More trash cans
Trash can.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
and thicker windows. All the
ah.
houses are so cold because the windows are so thin and also not very isolated, like protection to
Oh.
keep the cold outside.
Uh-huh.
That's not something you have here in Japan. At least the older
Interesting.
buildings are very fresh, like get freezing easily. Like especially when you forget to turn on the AC.
And also
Interesting.
tissues. Tissues are also very thin, and we usually have usually in Europe we have more layers with tissues and also toilet paper. So
is that so?
yes.
Wow.
many layers. Yes.
So
Very
nice.
safe to.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Here it's nearly see-through.
Yeah.
It's so thin.
Like toilet paper.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
that's it.
Yeah, that's actually it.
Yeah. Because we come here to enjoy this culture. So cultural aspects, we wouldn't want anything from Europe to be here to come here as well. Yeah, we enjoy Japanese culture right now and everything. So the only thing are these basic stuffs like the windows where it's getting freezing inside or the tissues there. Yeah, that's like all for us.
But I think it's
Sounds
good
like-
for summer.
Summer.
Yeah.
確かに。
Japanese summer is very humid.
Yeah, or it gets
Yeah.
very hot inside. That I wouldn't know because I don't know.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Maybe in winter it's bad, but in summer it's good.
Yeah. And the transportation is very complicated
Yeah.
in big city.
But it's very reliable. In Austria, our public transport is horrible.
Yes.
Late, every single train is late. If it's 20 minutes, 1 hour, or it just doesn't arrive at all, and no information whatsoever. So we really enjoy the public transport here in Japan. It's very reliable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's also funny because we only have one transportation company in Austria. It's just the ÖBB, and it's always so unreliable. And in Japan, there are so many different, but it still works. There is a system behind it, and you can rely on it, even though there are so many more transportation lines than in Austria. So good.
Thank you. Interesting. I mean, yeah, even if it's like 5 minutes late, the staff from train company will think,
Yes.
sorry for the being late.
Yes, you don't have that in Austria. Like it could be the trains there that go straight to Vienna are always over 1 hour late. Always. It's a rule. Yes, and there is never an apology or anything or a drastic delay or anything. And in Japan, it's like it's 5 minutes late, drastic delay, and I'm here as an Austrian. Drastic. So that's good.
Thank you for sharing that. It was so interesting. Okay. ありがとうございます。Oh, next question. Which area would you recommend for staying in Japan? Let's say your friends, I'm gonna go to Japan, so where would you recommend? Then,
the city.
yeah, city
Place.
like Tokyo, Osaka,
I think
Hiroshima,
that's more
Aichi.
like for you.
Oh, hard.
And
very
also,
hard.
where would you live if you're gonna live like long term? Like,
For living?
Yeah. I mean, you're still living Aichi though.
For a long term, maybe if you want a family, I think Aichi is perfect. And
Thank you.
for
How about Hiroshima?
yeah, for traveling, I would say Hiroshima.
Oh, so nice.
Yes, also because of the history,
Mhm.
and I don't know why, but when I step inside of Hiroshima, when I'm here, I feel so relaxed.
Yes.
When I'm in Kyoto or Osaka, I feel so stressed. But in Hiroshima, I feel very, very relaxed. Yes, and I really like the trams. Yes, we also have trams in Austria. Yeah, that's why. So yeah, living Aichi and visiting, I would say Hiroshima.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I interview a lot of foreign people, but most of the people say they want to live in Osaka or Kyoto.
Yeah. Very mainstream.
Maybe because we aren't. Maybe because we are not really city people. We enjoy living more like on countrysides. Like at
really.
home, we also live more on the countryside, and cities stress us out a lot. So we prefer it more in places where it's a bit quieter and more
That makes
relaxed.
sense. Yeah, like Aichi, Hiroshima.
Yes.
Maybe Fukuoka.
That's maybe why Hiroshima might be my favorite right now.
I know, that
I've never
level-
been to Aichi. I can't talk about that, but for me, Hiroshima right now is the best.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
How about you?
Yeah, it's actually the same. I wouldn't want to live in Kyoto because I realized during this trip that it's very crowded and packed with tourists, and I don't like this.
Yeah.
Even though we're all tourists, I know. But and to live in Japan, I would maybe also opt for Hiroshima because it's more decent, less touristy, and also like calmer. Yeah.
Interesting, but Hiroshima, Aichi. I think I see that like
Similarity.
yeah, similarity, a common thing. That's what I wanna say. Thank you. So anyway, ありがとうございます. Okay, I think that would be the question. Do you guys have anything you wanna ask or you wanna say? If you have,
Are you from Hiroshima?
I'm from Iwakuni.
Oh.
It's kind of Yamaguchi, but it's mostly Hiroshima.
Okay.
Like 30 minutes from here. So
Okay.
I always say I'm from Hiroshima.
Okay, because people know Hiroshima.
If I say I'm from Yamaguchi, people are like, oh.
Yeah, I know that, but actually I don't.
I say, I'm from Hiroshima. They're like, oh yeah. Thank you so much. ありがとうございました。
Thank you.